Kendrick Lamar's team allegedly considered leaking Drake's personal information after push-ups. Things have escalated. If you thought the conflict between Kendrick Lamar and Drake would remain purely lyrical, think again. According to shocking insider reports, Kendrick's team allegedly contemplated leaking Drake's personal details following the release of Push-Ups. Yes, it got that serious. Hello everyone, welcome to Celebrity Cookies. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment your thoughts about the video. I hope to see you in our next cookies. Now let's break it down. After Drake released Push-Ups, which directly challenged Kendrick Lamar's credibility and masculinity, Kendrick's team was outraged. Sources close to the matter indicate they believe Drake had crossed a significant line, not just with his insults, but with the mockery involved. They felt that Drake was no longer just competing with Kendrick, he was attempting to publicly humiliate him. And humiliation, that's a risky sentiment in hip-hop. It can lead to swift retaliation. According to insiders, some members of Kendrick's team, not Kendrick himself, but those around him, suggested the idea of retaliating off wax. Specifically, they considered leaking personal information about Drake. This could include home addresses, private family information, business affiliations, possibly even undisclosed details about Drake's son. The intention, as per sources, was to destabilize Drake, making him feel vulnerable and shaking his carefully crafted image of invincibility. They aimed to take the conflict from the studio into real life. Fortunately, for everyone involved, cooler heads reportedly prevailed. Sources claim Kendrick himself put a stop to it upon learning of the plan. He made it clear that this dispute would remain lyrical, professional, and calculated, avoiding any reckless personal attacks. Because once that line is crossed, there's no going back. It's not just a matter of saying, "My bad, it was just rap." It turns into real conflict, life-altering conflict. And despite his anger, Kendrick is too strategic to let things spiral out of control. However, the mere fact that such a plan was even considered reveals how serious this situation has become. This is no longer just about who delivers better lyrics. It's about pride. It's about reputation. It's about legacy. Drake's Push-Ups didn't just provoke a reaction, it ignited a full-blown fire. One insider remarked that track was a declaration of war. Kendrick's team felt that Drake essentially said, "You're a joke. You're not a threat." That's the ultimate disrespect. In hip-hop, disrespect often extends beyond the music. It can spill over into the streets, affecting reputations and families. And once it does, there's no referee to intervene. It becomes a matter of survival. Another unsettling detail, it seems that when the idea of leaking Drake's personal information surfaced, there were already individuals ready to assist. Industry rivals, former associates holding grudges, and those who have been waiting for years to settle scores with Drake over past grievances. As soon as Kendrick's team hinted at the possibility, opportunists began to gather. This illustrates just how influential and risky Drake's reputation is within the industry. You either admire him or are biding your time for the right opportunity to bring him down. However, Kendrick reportedly chose not to escalate the situation in that way. Instead, he is preparing his lyrical arsenal, crafting lines aimed not just at hurting Drake emotionally, but at undermining his public image. If you can outshine Drake in public perception and make people question his authenticity, you've won a battle that transcends any rap feud. It's a victory in the cultural arena. Kendrick, above all, has a deep understanding of culture. Nevertheless, the fact that tensions nearly escalated into real-world danger should serve as a wake-up call. This isn't merely a rap rivalry. It's a full-scale battle for the essence of hip-hop. The next move could have significant implications. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on the story.